Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to the 4th Art Saturday video hop for February. And thank you, Meri, for setting this all up. And our video hop this week, the theme is in the style of. And so we choose an artist and we do something in their style. And Sean Petite is the artist that I've chosen, and her style is layers. Lots and lots of layers, lots of yummy layers. And I even went a little further than that. She has a newsletter that she sends out, and in that newsletter she has a resource library that you can get to print off some of her printables that she uses in her art. So I printed off a few things that were in that library, and I'm going to use them. So these were part of that. I'll have the link to her blog and her YouTube channel in the description box below. But these things came off of her out of her website in the resource area. And I'm just going to talk to you kind of about how she does things while I work, because this is got to be a fast video. So one thing she does is she always puts down a layer of papers under whatever she's doing. And so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. So I'm just going to use some of each of these. And I think I have enough to... It's kind of hard to decide on some of these because they're so pretty. You just want to use the whole thing. But I'm going to use this ledger kind of as my thing. And it's got some different parts that look different. So I'm going to let it be my different parts. And I think I used too small of pieces because it's not, it's taking more pieces than I expected it to. So let's do this. Okay. And she literally covers up the whole board with stuff. So we're going to do that too. We're going to do that too. Okay, I think that's going to work good just like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing stuff down. Let's get this out of the way. And I'm going to use, didn't have my brush ready. Should have had my brush ready. I'm just going to scoot these things over like this and start putting them down. And I think she uses matte medium. But I'm going to use this Mod Podge mixture that I have because it's what I have. And this is a board. She uses, she does work on in an art journal, but she also works on MDF boards a lot. So I had this board and I decided that I was going to use it. Scoot this down. I'm trying to work quickly. She doesn't have a time limit, so, so she can work a little slower than me, but she also always has a good message that comes with what she's doing as part of, you know, part of what's going on, which I think is really nice. I really appreciate that about her art. It always has some kind of message for herself, usually. And then if you want to watch the message is always at the end after she's created her art. And so if you want to listen to the message, you can, but you can watch her create her art and not listen to it if you don't want to. But I always listen to the end. Now, when I get this on here, I'm going to obviously have to pause the video and let it dry. Oops, maybe I need to add a little bit more just to be safe. I want it to glue down real good. Well, I missed a little spot there. So what I'm going to do is just tear off this and add a little piece right there. Why not? It's not like a lot of this is going to end up showing anyway, of course. It's because of all the layers, but okay, be back when it's dry. All right, the next step is just scraping on some gesso, and I'm going to use this card here. Kind of knock back the sometimes she scrapes it on and then she scrapes it off, or scrapes some of it off, but I don't think I got too much on this time to begin with, so I'm not going to scrape off. I'm just going to let it dry and be right back. Okay, I'm going to wipe off just a little bit, and maybe if I can. Not a ton, because I don't want to lose much of what's on there, but I want maybe to bring it back just a little bit. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is put some modeling paste through a stencil, and I think I'm probably going to do it like this in 3 places, or maybe down here and on this side and up in that corner. So let's start farthest away from me so that I can hopefully, let's see. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, you can see that there. And I'm going to put some on the side right here. This is not real heavy texture, so it's not going to show up as much as it would if it was a heavier texture. I hadn't used this brand before, so I didn't realize that, but that's all right. We're going to just go with it. Alrighty. Now then, I'm going to let this dry, and then we will be right back. Okay, we're going to add some color down. I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add this green. It's called Sap Hue Green, and this is a high flow acrylic from Golden that, and I've honestly never used this before, so maybe it's, yeah, it's got a seal on it. I'm going to pause this. Okay, I got it. And I'm just going to put some of this here. Oops, I didn't mean to get close to that. Where I put the, oh, what do you call that? Texture paste. I didn't mean to get close to the texture paste. Okay, let's take a bunch of this back off. That's one thing that she does so well, is put on paint and take it back off. Let's just go over the whole thing with the green, because I like green and I've got way enough paint. So then we'll come back and add in the other color. Okay. And that is not wanting to come off very well. I'm going to pause this. One thing that Shawn does really well is she uses alcohol to take stuff back off, which I've never done before. So this is complete experiment. Let's just do this and then see what we can do. I put way too much paint on because I don't know what I'm doing. That's what happens when you try somebody else's techniques. You don't always know what you're doing. Maybe I should have practiced. Okay. There's that. And okay, we're going to add some of this quinacridone nickel azul gold up here, and a little bit here, and some down here. And I'm gonna I'm just gonna use my fingers because I got too much again. And I like to paint with my fingers. Okay, let's see if we can wipe off some of this. I want it to kind of fade out, but I don't want it to have a sharp spot where it does. Let's see if I can get a little bit back on there. No, because I want my layers to kind of, you know, move into each other. Okay. I like that pretty good. And the next thing I'm going to do is use some stencils. And I'm going to stencil, I'm going to stencil these leaves, and I may do them twice. We're going to start right up here. And I'm going to use a heavy body black acrylic, nothing special, just Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. This is not sticking really well. Okay, well, it looks nice. Oh, that looks really pretty. Trying to decide if I want one more. Let's just do a little bit down this side. Not the whole thing, just a little bit. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. We're going to let it dry and then we'll move on. Okay, while that was drying, I went ahead and inked around these things that I'm going to add on here. And I'm going to go ahead and just glue those on real quick. And then we're going to have to try to decide how I want to put them down. I think I'm going to just go ahead and... No, I think I'm going to use the Mod Podge stuff again, which means we'll have to let things dry again, but I think it's a better plan. Oh, need my brush. Okay, sorry about that. I did kind of audition these a little bit too while I was waiting for stuff to dry. And I don't want them to be, you know, I just want them to look like they're piled there, so. Almost there. And then when we get this done, we're going to spend a little bit of time kind of grunging it up a little bit. And we're going to, of course, let these things dry before we do that. Oh! Okay. Knocked my little saying off onto the floor. And it says, there is so much to be grateful for. That's what we want to remember. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just put a coat of this over the whole thing. That way it'll all be the same when I'm doing the grunge part. It should all react the same way, maybe, instead of different parts reacting differently. That's my hope, anyway. Okay, we're going to let this dry. Okay, now we're going to kind of grunge it up a little bit. I'm going to use this charcoal pencil and just kind of go around the bird a little bit, and okay, I'm going to go ahead and go kind of around these too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit right there too. Okay, I like that. And then one thing I've never done, but Sean does it, so I'm going to do it, is she uses a black pastel, and mine's a cheap one and it's old, so it's not being very cooperative. But anyway, she goes around the edges and really kind of grunges them up. I think it might be fun to kind of do a little bit add a little bit more ooh, I like that. Let's do that. Oh dear. knocked off a little bit of it. Don't be so anxious, Lisa. I mean, don't be so boisterous or heavy-handed or whatever. Okay. Well, I think I like it. I think I like it. And you need to check out Sean Petit if you don't know her already. And like I said, I'll have her information in the description box. And don't forget to click on the first link below in the description box. We'll head you to the next person in the hop and go all the way around. Click in the first person in the description box, and when you get through, if you get back to me, you will have seen everybody. God bless you. Have a great day.